next item is a resolution to schedule a public hearing for a progressive development district PDD overlay and medium commercial zone for area to include 985, 987, 991, and 1013 Ridge Road, Webster. Is there someone here who would like to speak about this project?
Yes, we have a representative of the engineering.
Please come on up to the podium.
Good evening. Good evening. Mike Montalto with Costas Engineering, here on behalf of Blackwood Management, Charlie Fox, owner of the properties. We made application to the town board for consideration for establishing a PDD district in approximately 26 acres of land, just opposite on the opposite side of the road there, at the south side of town hall here. It encompasses vacant lands between the eye doctor. It includes Wendy's, the vacant Rite Aid pharmacy, and the land south of that. The intent is to establish the PDD overlay district to allow flexibility in use and come up with a comprehensive plan that allows some flexibility for it to operate as an overall development rather than individual parcels and individual setbacks to kind of bring the rest of that project or potentials for that project, the development of that land to move forward. So that's we look forward to should you decide to move forward for a public hearing, presenting more information relative to proposed uses. There is nothing set in stone yet. The owner is pursuing different folks who have shown an interest in uses on the parcel. Those are incorporated in the overall plan that was provided with the PDD materials, but as of today, we don't have any signed agreements with users for the land. It's more to allow us to, instead of reacting to individual people come along and say, what can we do on the property, to develop a comprehensive plan for the property so that we can move forward with the owner and try to actually have a comprehensive plan for how that parcel could be developed, rather than reacting to individual people who come along and say, hey, what if I wanted an acre of it, what if I wanted 2 acres? That's the purpose of our application.
Okay. So we did look at some plans, those were just conceptual?
Yeah, that's based on, there are the storage, there is a user who is interested in the property, the establishment of the PDD, and some of the things that we're trying to make occur with that are contingent, will have an effect on the ability to move forward with that user, as well as the senior component. The rest of the retail portion, however, is more in terms of on spec and looked at, national tenants and folks that we have dealt with over the years who have expressed an interest, and what uses could go there and still have the plan, have the flexibility, the same as Webster Plaza or Town Center Plaza, where where we went through the PDD process and were able to kind of come up with an overall plan for development, which still had flexibility and the ability to come back to the planning board, whatever, for specific changes or nuances to that relative to specific users, but helps map out, other than just the generic zoning code, how the whole 26 acres can be a comprehensive kind of development plan where they share access points, share parking, utilities, etc. One of the larger factors is the managed access plan. When we did the Wendy's, we put the spine road in, we eliminated the separate driveway for the eye doctor. We already put the first steps of the managed access plan, and I think being able to establish the PDD and how all that would then work helps move that along to the next step. Because those are the kinds of questions that we have been getting from people who have come and looked at the property. It's like, okay, how's the access going to work? How the shared utilities? Is this ultimately a town road, not a town road? The ability to look at it and have the PDD overlay and the flexibility that affords, and the ability to put it together as an overall comprehensive development plan at the onset, rather than just piecemealing, portions of it, and then have to adjust the next component or tenant to it, is really the rationale or the benefit toward why we're looking for the PDD. Again, similar to, Webster Plaza and Town Center Plaza, where they both, undergone the PDD process, and has allowed the flexibility over time for the changes in use that do occur on a commercial property, because unfortunately, we don't seem to have the same longevity of tenants. Things change quicker in the commercial marketplace than they did in the past, and the PDD overlay really kind of gives you the opportunity to have, modify within approvals, make modifications to the use without wholesale change, having to start all over.
Thank you. I know we did look at this, and we had some comments. There were a couple of concerns that we had. Does anybody else want to speak to this?
Is that something you want to discuss now, or?
Well, I think we should mention that we had concerns about it, so that moving forward, they take it into consideration as we look at it. And again, this was conceptual.
The one main concern we had was that the road in the back be extended all the way to the end of the property, to the property limit.
The road on the east limit.
Yep.
To the east boundary.
Yeah, I think that's consistent with preliminary conversations we've had relative to, granting easements or however that is done. The eye doctor is a separate piece of property at this point. We have to, the logistics of working out how that portion is, the way the site is laid out, where the driveway is, has been built today, supports that comment.
Okay, great. The other concern I had, and again, I understand what I looked at was conceptual, but if we're going to look at a mixed use, if we're going to include some sort of senior housing, senior development in it, that those folks have safe access to everything that's in the project, such as some sidewalks and some good pedestrian access for them, especially because they're seniors. They may not want to get in their car every time they want to go somewhere, and that they could move around this development safely.
Understood.
Does anyone else have any comments?
I think that was the ones we had.
All right, just for general public knowledge, we throw around terms and we talk about the PDD and the Progressive Development Overlay District. I spent some time with the code book last night and sort of cemented it in my mind. But the whole idea about this was to be able to develop a parcel in an economical manner while encouraging utilization of innovative planning and design concepts, just what you spoke to, so that we can look at this as an overall project and have something that eases traffic concerns, things that harmonize and work well together, a mixed use of sorts. And I think it's a great tool to use in our zones, so that we don't just end up with strip malls all over the place. I think it really lends itself to these parcels very well. So I will, let's get some dates here. I will entertain a motion to schedule a public hearing for a Progressive Development District overlay on lands on the south side of Ridge Road, east of Shoecraft, known as tax account numbers 079.150-001-034, 079.150-0001-016.001, 079.150-0001-016.002, and 079.150-001-06.003, with the street addresses of 985, 987, 991, and 1013 Ridge Road. The town of Webster is a progressive commercial overlay district. At a regular meeting of the town board on November 21st, a resolution was offered by myself, whereas Blackwood Management LLC is applicant and representative for the owners of real property consisting of the above-mentioned 4 lots, whereas the lands are currently in medium commercial, medium intensity commercial, and medium-high residential districts, whereas the owner proposes that the lands be developed as a PDD progressive commercial overlay district pursuant to Webster Town Code 225-21, and that the town board approve a PDD development plan for said property and authorize the planning board to conduct site plan review of such property. The application has been made to develop said property. Therefore, be it resolved that the public hearing to be scheduled on the 19th of December, and it will be noticed on December 4th. All those tracts and parcels of lands located in the town of Webster, County of Monroe, and state of New York, consisting of, again, the above aforementioned parcels of 26.02 plus acres located on the south side of Ridge Road east of Shoecraft. The requirements of New York State seeker will be considered at the time of such public hearing, and the applicant shall submit the environmental assessment form to the town board prior to the public hearing. Town clerk will give notice in the paper on December 4th, and I'm looking for a second.
Second.
Deputy Supervisor Chapman?
Aye?
Councilman Abbott?
Aye.
Councilman Dean?
Aye.
Councilman Cahill?
Aye.
Great. I'll see you on the 19th.
Thank you.
Yes.